Trying to see where that's at? Yeah. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna do your back handspring right here. So here, let's stand like right here. So if you're doing your back handspring, do you need me like hand wrapped around you like this?
No.
Okay, just like stand here or like late spot?
Like, I like when my coaches like grab my shirt, but they don't have to wrap it around. Like, it doesn't have to be a heavy spot.
Okay, so just like this?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Were you a gymnast?
No, just cheer.
You got some good tumbling. You ever do it with the late spot? You know what that means?
What?
You know what a late spot is?
A light spot?
Late.
No.
No? So what a late spot would be is instead of starting my hand on your back, just like allowing you to sit, swing your arms, and then come through and spot you as you jump into it.
So whenever I tumble, the hard part for me is sitting and jumping up.
Yeah, okay, so this is the thing. This is what we're gonna do, is I'm gonna teach you how to do that. I know it's the most difficult thing for you, because that's the most difficult thing for any kid that's going through what you're going through. Now, you can probably do anything and everything if the coach just starts with their hand on your back. And then from there, you're like, I don't care, you can move your hand, but just start with your hand on my back. We're going to reverse that so you can get the feeling of doing it without a hand starting on your back. And I know that's scary. And guess what? That's okay. It's okay. Because I'm going to show you how to work through that, even with the fear being there, okay? So let's do this. Stand right here, face this way. And what I want you to do is I want you to jump. You're going to jump to like a flat back position. I'm going to catch you on your back like this. You're going to jump back. I'm going to catch you on your back. Your arms are going to be up. You're going to be in like a straight body position. I'm going to catch you here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to let you swing your arms through and jump back. We're not flipping. We're not doing a back handspring. You're just swinging and jumping back.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? And I'm going to count for you like as if we're doing a back handspring, but you're just going to swing, jump. I'm going to catch you here, okay? Ready?
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. All right. Hey, girl, you was ready to flip. I said we weren't flipping.
I know.
All right. So now this is what we're going to do. I want you to do the same thing. When you're ready to flip, you can flip, which it looked like you're ready to flip immediately. But the main thing is you just have to get to my hands. Like that's the thing. You gotta just think, get to flat back position, what you did there. Now I stopped you because I told you I was gonna stop you, but you're ready to flip. So if you just wanna flip through, flip through. If you stop here, look back for your hands, then we'll flip. But the whole point is just jumping back without my hand being there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Ready? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. There you go. Now I felt like I sensed like this much little hesitation there, but you went ahead and went anyways. And that is what you doing what you just did proves that you can and you will pretty soon, I believe, do all of your tumbling by yourself. Here's why that proved that. You were uncomfortable and you were scared, but you still did it anyways. Which means that everything that you're uncomfortable and afraid of doing, even if it's like taking little baby steps at a time, you can move your way to that. Here's the issue. Too often, coaches, they try to go from like spotting you to, they try to take steps too big for where you're at on your journey. So if you're doing your handspring and a coach is spotting, you're like, oh my gosh, can you just do it by yourself? Like, I'm just gonna stand here. And you're like, no, like I physically can't get myself to do that. That's how you feel, right?
Yeah.
Now, I told you, hey, you know what? I just want you to swing, think about jumping back to the flat back. I'm gonna follow you through, I'm gonna spot you on it. You were able to do that. And it still was a little scary and it still took you stepping out of your comfort zone to do that. Am I right?
Yeah.
But you did it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Which means that you can we can continue moving on these little baby steps until you're to the point to where you're doing your back handspring complete without a coach standing there. And so that is what I would suggest that you continue doing. If it's with your coaches back home, with Coach Morgan, whoever, just continue taking those little baby steps, okay? Let's do another one like that. Same way, ready? And try to go on the first one, okay? I'm gonna start on one, and I want you to go on one, so it'll give you a full 8 count to be prepped to go into that first one, okay? Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. There you go, good. All right. Let's try this. We're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna adjust it. We're gonna make it a little bit more challenging. So stand right here, look this way. I'm gonna talk to you, but I just want you to keep looking forward, okay? So right now, I'm late spotting you. I'm not touching your back from the beginning, not until you swing and jump. But even though you're not looking directly at me, you can still see from like the corner of your eye that I'm right here. You can see like my shoulder, you can see my foot, like you can see and sense that I'm right here, am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, keep looking forward. Now, if I put myself out of your vision right here, you can no longer see me, and I'm not talking like directly into your ear, so I'm further back, but you still, but you know that I'm not like standing directly next to you, correct? But I'm still right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna attempt to give you not only the feeling of starting, because now you have the feeling of swinging your arms, jumping into it. Now we're gonna give you the visual. And this is where it gets a little bit more scary. But guess what? That's okay, because you know what you're doing. All you have to think about, what body position did I tell you to get to? Yeah, just jump back to the flat back, right? Because the hardest, most difficult part for you and for any tumblers dealing with what you're going through is just jumping. Once you actually jump and you're flipping, it's not difficult, right? You're like, oh my gosh, like why did it take me so long to do? It's just starting it. So as you can get yourself to just start it, think about jumping to the flat back, the rest is gonna work itself out, okay? Are you okay with us trying this next step? Now, to be clear, I'm still doing the same exact thing. You're just not going to see me right here, okay? Now, anything and everything that I do when I'm working with you, or any tumbler I work with, whatever I tell you I'm gonna do is exactly what I'm going to do. I never ever, and will never ever, trick an athlete into doing a skill by themselves. Some coaches do that. I'm not a coach that does that. So if we're doing something differently, I'm gonna talk about it with you so that we can do it. Because guess what? It's not impressive. I wouldn't be impressed if you did your back handspring by yourself if I tricked you, because you didn't know that you were doing it by yourself. So then the next time you do it, you're gonna be even more scared, because you're like, dude, you told me he was gonna spot me and then you didn't spot me. You're not gonna be pumped that you did it, because you're gonna be like, now I'm just more freaked out than ever, right? So that's not gonna happen. When you're actually doing it by yourself, when we get to that point, we'll have that conversation. And that may not even be today, okay? If it is, sweet, but if not, that's okay. I just want you to know that going into it. So I'm out of your vision, but I'm still right here. You just gotta get to that flat back position and then flip when you're ready. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All you gotta do is get to what position? To the flat back. And the first thing you have to do when you go into it is you have to, or you tell me, what's the very first thing you gotta do when you do a back handspring? You just gotta sit. If you don't sit, are you gonna be able to jump? If you don't jump, are you gonna be able to get to the flat back position? And if you don't get to the flat back position, you ain't flipping, you ain't doing a back handspring. So if you stand there, you don't even take that first step into doing it, there's a 0% chance you're gonna do your back handspring. And it's hard to take that first step, because then once you sit, then it's like, oh man, I'm committing to going. Well, that's the whole point of what we're trying to do, okay? Let's do this. I want you to listen really, really carefully, okay? So follow my instruction. We're going to jump to a flat back. That's it. We're not flipping. Last time I told you this, you're like, bruh, I'm flipping. We're just doing a flat back. But I'm going to do it where I'm standing out of your vision. It's gonna be scary, But I'm telling you, just jump back to a flat back. I'm going to catch you there just so we get the feeling of this, okay? Here we go. And instead of cheer counts, because I feel like sometimes that makes it like too intense, like you're actually doing it, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go, okay? All right, here we go. Ready? Flat back on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Here we go. Yes, you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. There you go. Okay. All right. Let's do that again. Just a flat back. We're not flipping, Katie.
I know.
All right. Here we go. Just a flat back. Ready? On 3. The first 3. Let's make it happen. 1, 2, 3, go. There we go. Thank you. All right. Remember, the most difficult, challenging part of this is just jumping back. So what I would recommend that you do is work on just that part. Instead of saying, hey, you don't gotta spot me a lot, but just start with your hand on my back. That doesn't do anything for you. You can do back handstands like that all day, every day, right? That's not helping you to get to the next step, in my opinion. And yes, getting the repetition, that's a good thing, but it's just reinforcing you to feel this every single time before you go. That's truly not helping you to step out of your comfort zone. Now, the way that we're doing it now is like, but I don't like doing it that way. That's fine, but you do realize that when you're doing your back handstand by yourself, you don't have a hand there at all. So this at least gives you the feeling of it. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? Okay, let's do this, because I know that you, out of everything, you're like, bro, I hate standing the most, and we've spent all this time on standing. Let's try just a couple more, and we'll move on, because I do want to see you running too. Good with that? All right, so 1, 2, 3. Jump back to the flat back. Look for your hands when you're ready to flip. We'll flip when you're ready to flip. Okay? Let's do it. Ready? On 3, and you have to sit. You can sit. Sit on 3 and go. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. There you go, good. You followed my instruction, that was beautiful. So you see, you got to your flat back, I caught you. You look back, boom, then we flipped. So now let's do the same thing, but when we can flip faster if you're ready for it. So you jump back, I catch you, when you're ready to flip, boom, we flip, okay? But your main objective, Katie, sit, jump to the flat back position. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. There you go, good. All right. Let's do it again. Same way. Ready? On 3. Yep, just like that, on 3. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. There you go. That was the back handspring, right? And it may still have been like a little bit of a slow back handspring, but that was a back handspring that was fully connected. Couldn't see me, didn't feel me. That gives you the feeling of doing your back handspring as much as possible on a standing back handspring without just like fully doing it. So that's good. Let's do one more like this, then we'll move on with our lives. Ready? Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Sit on 3. You got this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Go. Good job. So what I would encourage you to do, anything that we work on, if you feel like, hey, you know what? I think if I continue doing this, like I could keep making progress. So if we've made progress in 20 minutes that we've worked together, do you feel like you have? Like you're stepping out of your comfort zone, doing something that you normally don't do? So if we've done that during our time together, if you continue doing this, using this method, you can continue making progress, right? So it doesn't have to just be with me. You do it with Coach Morgan, you do it with any of your tumbling coaches, but you just have to, sometimes, this is what I tell kids, sometimes you have to coach your coach on the best way to coach you. So if you're doing something that isn't really helping to take you to the next step, say, hey, would you mind trying this? Because I feel like this is the thing that's gonna help me move to the next level. But you gotta speak up. I know that you're a kid, you talk your coach's ear off, and I'm like, Katie, stop talking, we actually got to tumble. You're not that kid. I know, I'm being sarcastic. All right, actually before we move, come here. Let's do a standing tuck real quick. Can we do a standing tuck?
Yeah.
Do you do standing tucks?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a standing tuck. I'm gonna spot you on it just so I can see what it feels like, and then we'll get some running in. Ready? You want me to count?
No.
Okay, just whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Oh, that's a good tuck. That's a good tuck. All right. Yeah, that's a good tuck. I know. She was like, brr.
I don't do a lot of this.
You don't do a lot of tuck? Standing tucks?
No,
Wow.
I do it like 3 times per private.
Wow. That was really impressive. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. I have an idea. Let's do it. Let's do it again. Ready? Nice. Okay, could we try the late spot thing on this, on your standing tuck? So it's essentially the same exact thing, except for you're just set, tuck, and then as you're going up, I'm gonna spot you. I'm gonna follow through and spot you. Would you be willing to try that?
Can we do one more first?
Yes. Try it? Okay, cool. Let's go.
Can you count this one?
Yes, ready. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got you. I'm right there, okay? You just gotta sit first. Don't step back. Sit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Nice. Good job, girl. You should definitely work them standing tucks more often, man. Because you can get that. Which would be important for school cheer, I think. But okay. All right, let's go ahead and go. I want to see you running. When you do running, do you like actually run, or are you more of like a power hurdle kid?
I do 2 steps.
2-step? Okay, cool. All right, let's come down here. So start maybe like right here. And so will you do a round off back handspring, or you still have to have some? Okay, spot. So not just like standing there, but like actual full spot. Okay, let's go round off back handspring. All right. When is what do you do on your running to progress with a coach not spotting you?
Like, what do I do to make me throw it?
No, like what do you do to try to get closer to doing it by yourself?
Oh, I like do a few with a normal spot, and then my coach does a light spot, and then whenever I'm ready, I just ask him to stand there and just follow.
Okay, all right. And so you'll do that on the handspring tuck too?
Yeah.
Where they'll just follow and not touch you?
Sometimes, or they'll don't spot the back handspring.
And then just spot tuck. Nice, okay. Do you do it anywhere by yourself, like on a tumble track or no? Okay. Typically, how long does it take you to get to that point to where a coach is just standing there?
20 minutes.
Takes you 20 minutes to get to that point? Dang, bro. So this would help you to make the most out of your lessons, is to cut that time like more than in half. For obvious reasons. You just have more time to get reps on doing it. And now I'm all about taking steps. Like I said, like taking those little steps to doing it, that's good. But the question is, are you continuing to take those steps to get closer to that? Or is like every lesson, does it look pretty much the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you do anything specifically to try to speed that process up? Or are you just gonna go with the flow, whatever your coach tells you?
Well, like, I say things in my head that makes me throw it, but I just ask them certainly how to start.
So, can we do this? Since I spotted you on the back handspring, I saw what it felt like. I was like, that's a good back handspring. Can we do it with a safe zone? This is what a safe zone is. So, if you come out of your round off, my hand's here, my hand's behind you. So right now you don't feel my hand, but my hand's behind you. Look back behind you.
Oh, like that?
No, like to the side, just like look down my hand. So my hand's right here. The reason why it's called a safe zone, because if you rebound over my hand, you have enough height, flip, you do other things you need to, you'll do your backhands by yourself. If you don't, you go out of the safe zone, you hit my hand, and guess what happens? If your back hits my hand, what's gonna happen?
I get spotted?
You get spotted. So there's no risk in doing it like this. You either do it by yourself, you do it good, cool. You don't, you hit my hand, I spot you. Would you be willing to try that?
Yeah.
Now, you know the things that you say in your head to get yourself to do it. So think about those things now on just the second time that we've connected a back handspring, then on like the 10th or however many you usually do till you get to that point, okay? So dig deep in your soul to figure out what you can tell yourself to do this round off handspring, also knowing, hey, you know what, Coach Levi's hand in the safe zone. If I need it to be there, if I hit his hand, cool, he spots me. If I go over, cool, I do it by myself. Either way, whether you feel my hand or not, my hand's still there. Okay, let's do it. Who did you start tumbling with?
Coaches at Chisholm.
Were they power tumbling coaches?
No, they didn't even coach me right.
Then why is your tumbling so good? What do you mean they didn't coach you right?
They didn't coach me right. They just told me to just flip over. So that's like kind of how I go.
Then who cleaned your tumbling up then? You?
I just had the height, and then it helped give me the right technique.
You're back, eh? I mean, you I know you hear this all the time, like, oh my gosh, you're tumbling so good, just do it. So I'm not saying it in that way. I'm just like, really like, it just looks like you were a gymnast, like I said earlier, like a power tumbler or something, which is a big compliment. Because you know, you see cheer tumbling and then you see people that like wear gymnasts, complete difference. Like a gymnast. Good. All right, but that was awesome. You did that on just your second try. So, I mean, we really only been running for like a couple of minutes. So it doesn't have to take you 20 minutes to get to that point. You can cut that time in a fraction. And so you can get more reps on things that you need to. That's going to actually help you, okay? Now, here's the next thing. Actually, let's do one more like this, and then I'm going to give you the next option as to what we're going to do, okay? Let's go. All right, now here's what we have to do. You ever try to create distance between you and the coach? No?
No.
As soon as that happens, you're just like, I'm out, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, because it's already like hard enough for me to do whenever they're just not spotting me.
Yeah.
So I don't ask them to move forward.
So this is the thing, man. If this thing, Katie, it's the exact same situation of going from a coach spotting you to not spotting you, it ain't gonna work. Like or a coach just like all the way back, like, all right, Katie, you do it by yourself. Just a little bit that I know you and I kind of see some of your tendencies and habits as a tumbler, I know that's not gonna work for you. I wish that would work for you. And I'm not saying that there's like an absolute zero chance that could work, because it might, but the likelihood of you doing it is probably small, right? So if there was a greater chance, like, hey, we can do something in between that's gonna be a greater chance of you successfully doing it, I think we should do that thing. And here is what I think the next step would be for you. Now, here, come here. Come stand down here. Go ahead, stand like right here. So, face this way. So if I was right here, and I was like, hey, let's do your round off handspring. If I'm standing right here, then you feel good. You're like, all right, cool, Coach Levi's there. He's got me. Even if he's not touching me, like I see him right there. You feel comfortable with this, right? Okay, that was like, hey, Kate, let's do your round-up handspring. And I was back here. Would that be a little bit more challenging? Yes? Okay. Then what some people do, some coaches do, is they'll say, like, hey, Katie, I'm going to be right here. And as you're going, they'll, like, jump back. I don't know if that's ever happened, or coach will, like, inch back. In my opinion, that's a terrible way of coaching someone like yourself, because that's going to freak you out. And then, like, I'm sure you have some awareness of your time. Like, even if you're in your round off and you kind of, like, see your coach's foot slide back, like, that's going to freak you out. It's going to screw you up. What we can do that's somewhere in between is I'll start back here and I'll walk up as you go. So I'll show you what I mean. So as you're going, I'll step up as you're going. So I'll meet you there. So it gives you the feeling, kind of like whenever I was standing behind you, whenever you're going into your standing back handspring, it's essentially that same thing, but me standing here and then stepping up. Does that make sense? You feel like we could do that? Yes? Okay, cool. You seem pretty confident in that. Let's go. Ready? All right, it's going to feel like I'm not there. But was I there when you came out of your round off? Yes, okay. So I'm going to be there, hand in the safe zone. Go for it. Let's go. Way to go for it.